everyone, today we're going to be doing a brightening glowy makeup, and quite frankly in the UK we're heading into the depths of autumn and winter and the light is low, there is less light, and I know for a fact that I feel so much better if I've got a little bit of glow to my skin. I'm always chasing the glow, you know I'm always chasing the glow. So I've got a few little skincare tips and makeup tips to kind of elevate your skin. We're going to be talking about Bobbi Brown's new makeup, Jones Road. Now here I've got the face pencils. There is a great shade range, as you'd expect from Bobbi, and I'm going to be using 3 colours just to show you how to kind of shape your face and how this formula works. It's interesting. I thought it would be creamier than it is, but it's not. In terms of skincare, I've partnered with Antipodes today because I was so intrigued with this brand. They've just released, I'll show you, Glow Ritual. Now, I found out about this serum because it sold out in 3 days. It's new from September. It sold out in France, the UK and the US in 3 days. And interestingly enough, a makeup artist from my agency used it on Billie Eilish the other day. A lot of people were requesting vegan skincare now. And I was like, I need to get my hands on this product. So I got in touch with the brand and spoke to them and learnt so much about this brilliant vitamin C serum. So just to kind of recap on the importance of vitamin C and why that key ingredient really gives the brightness to your skin, is because it's full of antioxidants. Vitamin C is an antioxidant, and actually they use a product called Kakadua plum, which is the richest, nature's richest source of vitamin C. And basically it fights oxidative stress to the skin from the environment. So oxidative stress on your skin basically will cause future lines, dullness and pigmentation in your complexion. So if you can introduce a vitamin C into your skincare regime, you are going to have a fresher looking complexion for longer. It's that simple. Interestingly enough, if you are normally irritated to a synthetic vitamin C or a synthetic retinol, you really should look into vegan skincare because the natural vitamin C's and the bakuchiol, which this also contains, is much better for sensitive skin. So if you have been sensitized by synthetic vitamin C's and retinols before, I urge you to try a natural form of it. Now, Antipodes is a green science-led skincare range. So they're always 100% natural ingredients, but they also have the clinicals to prove that it actually works. It's all well and good using natural products, but it has to work. Otherwise, you're just wasting your money, as far as I'm concerned. It's a really lovely brand. Anyway, let me get to the point. So you can use this in many different ways. You can obviously use it as a serum and then put your moisturizer over the top, which I did a few hours ago. But what I've loved to do is actually use this as a primer. So you just got a little pipette and it's got this really beautiful gold consistency to it. And you obviously just pipette it onto the back of your hand. So it looks lovely. It looks really decadent. Oh, and it smells, I can't really tell you exactly what it smells like apart from just being really fresh. Really fresh and clean. It's a gel formula, so it goes on really lightly. I'm going to put it on the high planes of my face, but it just really gently reflects the light, and it is so, so good for your skin. So I use this and just pat it in as a really good primer. Why? Because, and it's not something that's going to give me a whole kind of like sheeny, shiny finish to my skin. I'm going to put that in makeup placement later. It just dries to create a really lovely, natural looking skin, but it also allows the makeup to fix really beautifully onto the face. So it just works for me really well as a primer, and my clients are going to love it. Okay, so now let's go in with Jones Road. So I've got my 3 shades here. I'm going to start with shade 14. Now, when I tried this product, I just thought of the Bobbi Brown face sticks, really, and I thought they were going to be like that. But as you can see, it's really solid, and I was like, ooh, that's really going to pinch my skin. But what it does is, so long as you've got a nice hydrated base, which is always, always really important when you start makeup, look how well that blends. It is literally so, so easy to use. I've got all my little bit of scarring and pigmentation around here. So I use the side of the pencil rather than using the tip. And then I just blend it in, and it covers really well. But the joy of the firmness of this product, and what I learned when I was testing it out, is that it really lasts. You know how some concealers, I suppose, are a little bit more creamy. You don't really get the longevity, especially under the eye. And I was a little bit nervous to use this under my eye, but I didn't need to be, obviously. There's no way that Bobbi Brown's going to release something that isn't brilliant. So it's really effortless to apply, and you just blend it in. And you will feel like, oh gosh, it is a bit sort of crayon-like when you apply it. Sort of almost a bit waxy, but I'm sure it doesn't contain any waxes at all. And there you are, you can see how much better my skin looks. Again, brilliant, just on the go if you want to have that really kind of natural, fresh finish to your complexion, but you don't want to fuss around with too much makeup or you don't like the feel of it. You are going to love this product. So I'm going to go in with shade 3 and show you how it looks underneath the eyes and kind of really brightening in this darker area. Now, I really thought that the formula would pinch and age the skin around my eye. But once you've blended it, it really doesn't. Blends in beautifully. And there's something quite nice about having a firm pencil, because if it's too creamy, you know what happens, don't you? It just ends up sliding around in the lid, and it doesn't look very nice in your makeup bag because it slips around. Just put a little bit on my nose, just use the warmth of my fingers as I always would do, and it just stays in place and just blends really softly. So perfect for that kind of very barely there natural beauty. And I know lots of my friends that just really can't be bothered and don't want to wear foundation. I think I've talked about this before, because they've been blessed all their life with lovely skin, and then they're like, oh, it's a bit red or uneven. I'm just not used to seeing my face with foundation. I've learned that over years being a makeup artist, and I sort of, you know, put the makeup on and create a sort of perfected look that I would in a studio, and they're like, oh no. And I kind of learned aesthetically with my eye, right, you're not going to like that, it just looks too dumb. People aren't used to it. This is perfect. So I've got the darker shade here. So we're talking about a kind of brightening, lifting makeup today. So I'm going to use shade 20. So I'm going to use the tip of it, and I'm just going to trace a nice socket, keeping it quite high, keeping it away from my lid. And you know I like to put washes of colour on my lid, but I'm going to create a nice lifting shape here and then blend it out. And because it's not too slippery, just push that around like that, and like that. You can sort of have a little bit of fun playing with your face. I mean, obviously you've seen all this on Instagram a million times over, I'm sure. Now, I've painted this underneath my cheekbone, and just with my 2 fingers, I'm just going to very softly just blend it up. You don't want to kind of scrub like that and create a diagonal version of this sort of darker colour. What you want to do is just give a little bit of shape to your cheekbone, just very, very delicately. And look, I mean, it's super natural, guys, honestly. It's a really lovely product. So just use that there, blending in there, and it takes a second. So, take my fingers onto here and just, it's actually quite nice actually, give myself a little massage and just push that to create a very soft, look how it melts. I'm really not using much tension at all. And when I first did it, I started scrubbing. Oh gosh. And I realised no, because I scrubbed it all off. So a nice light touch is all you need. And you can see that just kind of lifting my face. Now for the glow. I'm going to be using Beauty Pie Triple Luminizing Wand. Oh, by the way, Beauty Pie have a new membership now. It's a yearly membership. If you're new to Beauty Pie, use my code Caroline20, you get £10 off. So this is the Luminizing Wand, and this is one of my favourites because it's a really pale gold highlight. A little bit on the bridge of my nose, and just blend that in onto my cheekbones. And I just prefer the softness of this over a powder. I'm not really keen, there's not many, maybe an Hourglass powder. sorry, I'm going off on a tangent. There's not many highlighting powders that I really love on skin. The ambient powders are lovely. They're probably the only ones. But mostly I prefer to work with a cream, and that is just such a nice one. I'm not going to put it on top of my lip because my lip's slightly bumpy, and just a little bit on my nose, and my forehead's absolutely fine. But look at that glow. Really, really just soft and bright. I might do a little bit of powder with my by Terry. You know I love this. Obsessed with hyaluronic. Just literally on the T-zone. You don't want it to shine there so much. Oh, let's just powder over actually, let that concealer make it last a little bit longer. So nice. Do let me know if you've used any other of the Antipodes products. I've seen the brand around a lot on Cult Beauty, and I'd seen some really positive views about it, but this I was really, really keen on trying, and it's definitely a 10 out of 10 from me. Right, okay, so this is not the end. The brightening effect is colour. I'm going to be using one from Antipodes actually, West Coast Sunset. When I asked, oh please can I try the Glow Ritual Serum, and can I just try one lipstick, because you know how much I love an orange red. Orange red is just so cheerful, and I find that a lot of natural lipsticks are very, very hydrating and often have too much of a slip, so they just slip around my lips and don't keep the shape. Not this one, and you know I like a firm lipstick because I just like to not have to worry about it. Look how beautiful this colour is. So I've pushed it a little bit above my lip line, which I can confidently do because it's not too sheeny. Beautiful. Feels so moisturising. The wonderful thing is that, you know, orangey reds and bright pinks really create such a cheery look to any skin tone. They sort of lift and elevate your mood and how you look, in my opinion. So you know what I'm going to do now, don't you? Just take a little bit of the colour. Oh, it's very subtle. I can probably go from the bullet. Just a little bit of colour just on my cheeks, just to kind of give a very soft, wintry flush. Not too much, just literally kind of break up that base. You've got that lovely glowy finish, nice comfortable hydrated stain to your lips, and I definitely look and feel much more brighter and glowy. Anyway, I hope you liked the look. I hope I was able to share some really nice insight on skincare and different brands, and as usual, looking forward to the comments below. Please share any vegan skincare brands that you love and that have actually made a difference to your skin. I'm always curious to know. See you soon. Bye for now.